It's also not detecting. Oh yeah, there you go. Louder? No. No, I got it, Mara. Is it quiet? Is it loud? Yeah, you were right. Yes, you were right. Uh-huh. You were right. Forgot this thing existed. I remembered when it came out and I didn't play it, and then I thought to myself, wait a minute. This is the perfect opportunity. I'm like, wait, this is perfect. So yes, hello. Here we go. Um there's no audio playing on the home screen, so don't worry about it. I'll let you guys be the judge. Okay. Yes, hello. Welcome to the welcome to the KFC dating simulator game. Crispy chicken is the best way to romance anyone. True. I mean, you're not wrong. Listen, if you want to get in my good graces, that's exactly what you do. Alright. Before we get started, tell us your name. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Hello, it's me. I'm Bimgis. I've come to romance and dine and get a free dry biscuit. No, actually, KFC biscuits are not dry. I will die for a KFC biscuit. Genuinely die. I love those. Spicy marinated Korean fried chicken. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You can stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up. Now, now, now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. It's for fried chicken. We're gonna smack that clock up and at him, baby. It's for fried chicken. Otherwise, I throw it out the window. Hey, there's hearts right here too. KFC biscuit. Yeah, KFC biscuits are amazing. Dip them in the mashed potatoes and you're golden. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Oh, I have dark circles under my eyes. Yeah, you don't want to look like the raccoon. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. I'm going to allow myself to daydream a bit. I want to think about what I could do with fried chicken. I want to think about cooking. Adios, Morrow. My brightness reset. It's here finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. God, am I so glad the game is on the same wavelength as me. Man. Now that's what I call a biscuit. Look at the steam. Look at the steam rising off of it. It's incredible. It's a delicacy. It's beautiful, gorgeous, golden, and crispy. What more could a man want? Yikes! You're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. What would that be called? Uxel? Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Bimgus. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, I'm craving a biscuit. 'Cause I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot of nervous. What the? It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. But University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl. Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her? Or change the subject to give her some relief? No, we're pep talking her. Come on, girl. You got this. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? And they were the hanged man? Well, that doesn't mean you're gonna die yet. But trust me, it's beautiful. I promise. The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I'm trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Nope, not at all. They're definitely something. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch-rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Look at that little fang. She's got one fang. She's dyed with scarlet. Nice eyes. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Bimgus' shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. Annoying? You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters just to make herself feel better than everyone. What a bitch. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the good lord! Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. But if he pops a squat even once, those pants are bursting. Ahem. Van? You rang? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more deviously. I can't speak today. Can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Okay. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Bimgus. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? No. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Why does this look like Peyton Manning? Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. How does one achieve that haircut? They don't. It's impossible to achieve. It's genuinely impossible to achieve that haircut. It's too goated. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit, blah blah blah. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium in front of the class. Adorable! Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! What? A cute dog is our professor. This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. Oh my fucking god! Holy shit! I'm in love. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Holland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me the Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. I wonder what his ghost would think. His ghost is inhabiting the game. I don't know. I'm just being for real. His ghost is in the game. This is him. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a Lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Now hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with all of your really weird insults? Besides, when Bim gets sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Oh howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. Okay, brother. Forearms, man. Look at that pose. This man's hitting me with the herbs and spices pose right now. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Was not familiar with your game. Oh my god. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? You know what? It's Colonel Sanders' handkerchief. I'll gladly take it. I'll gladly take it. You stretch out your hand, and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. So beautiful. You hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys. Sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Why the long face? Why the pan face? He looks like he got hit by a pan. If I were to put pancake mix in, I'd get this. You recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. No one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Bzzz. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Don't blow up, please. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. You smell like shit, and your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. Where's Ratchet? Aha! You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Obviously a chicken snack. Duh. We're here for the chicken. I'm not gonna taint him with beef. You reach beneath your apron and return with the chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, well, well! I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with the coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you are left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey Bimgus, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. Two good options, but which will you choose? Do I sit by Colonel Sanders, the godlike being that he is himself, or do I dare sit next to our best friend, who cut her own bangs? But he might, bestie, yeah, but he might teach us his secret herbs and spices. He might teach us how to make golden, crispy biscuits. It's a tough choice. Fine. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course. You're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. Get it? Pop quiz? Oh. Yay, a quiz about me. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Are we going to talk about the fact that millions of civilian casualties are going to occur? Or are we just going to worry about what? You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Washing our hands is more important. Civilians can wait. It's extremely important. I'm looking at you, Pop. I'm staring at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to a slam dunk. Nah, it's gotta be feather. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Listen, listen, listen. A meat tenderizer is indeed a good utensil. It is also a very good weapon. A comically oversized fork is cool, but it's not a comically oversized spoon, so I have no interest in it. But with the spork, you get the best of both worlds. In the fact that it can't do jack shit, but hell yeah, it's a spork. What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat? Camel meat. Pancake that looks like a silly face. I mean, that is very good for a broken heart. Anything as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. Okay, but usually when I get fried chicken, they put too much pepper. Are we going to talk about the fact that they put too much pepper? Or are we just going to talk about the salt? Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. Of course he's the best boy. And he doesn't work at Best Buy. Your total score is... perfect score. 5 out of 5, baby. I'm a culinary genius. Wow. Be honest. Did you cheat? No. I'm just that enamored with the KFC lore. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Bimgus. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Woo-wee! We're in now, baby. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow. The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. And it's not just because you're thinking about Colonel Sanders. What's this? Oh, it's the settings here. Let's boost the volume a little bit. Because the music has been so unbelievably quiet, it's like automatically silent, practically. There we go. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No. I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shut the fuck down. What? I don't know what I'm saying. Get out. Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed. That smell? You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but are the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to crumble. Stay? Well, that too. As if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. Oh, I was right. It is 11. Okay. I joked about that earlier. I didn't know it was actually 11. I'd forgotten my KFC lore. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting the last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait and see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like that. She wants them all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite, and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. A dimension where anything can happen, and everything could be true. Amazing! Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. It's beautiful. The way that it's perfectly crispy and golden. The way it melts in my mouth as the skin sizzles and crackles. The pure aroma flowing into my nostrils. The absolute adoring flavor hitting my taste buds. Something I couldn't imagine in a million lifetimes. I want to savor this moment and everything it tells me about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. Hey, Coffee, happy Valentine's Day. Welcome in. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? Semester's only getting started. We got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be more fun? Aww. You got moxie. I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... Alright, you hear that? It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. Bet on that. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. No. 11 herbs and spices, not 12. 11. Be modest but thoughtful. I'm gonna be modest but thoughtful. This man knows. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Bamgis. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. Next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Wow, look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff? What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. I'll be modest but thoughtful. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Aww. Sure, Bimgus. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beat bro. Oh my, 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Listen, Pop, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm choosing Clank. Listen, pal. This robot, some may call him a clanker. I don't call this one a clanker. This is not a clanker. This is a homie. I trust Clank more than you, Pop. I'm putting Miriam's life in Clank's hands. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Zzz. Tissue? I hardly know you! Okay, you can shoot me now. Clank judders, and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own clucking. Finger licking good. Cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare? Tartar binks? Tartare? Tartarus? Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Alright, listen. We're a biscuit-loving family. We're choosing mashed potatoes and gravy, because what do biscuits go good with? Potatoes and gravy, baby. That's what we're here for. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please. Let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Get the fuck out of my kitchen. Sanders' heart is my business. You better keep your fingers off of my man. Did someone call for me? No, gee, Van. While I'm over here crushing Bimgis's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, out of there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? I mix my KFC popcorn chicken into the mash and gravy, and if I have a bread roll, I dip it in that too. That's just a Famous Bowl. I love Famous Bowls, genuinely. I wish they were a little bigger. The Famous Bowls are like my favorite thing to get there. If I'm gonna go to KFC, it's usually gonna be the Famous Bowls. That or the Chicken Littles. I love the little tiny chicken sliders. Actually, no. It looked like Bimgis was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Huh. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Colonel Sanders looked like he was getting pissed off at her earlier. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. You're sweet. Now I'm craving KFC. The propaganda is working. You look at Colonel Sanders and you get hungry. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. Bestie, get over here. Me, you, and Colonel Sanders, we're taking them down. Come on. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over with a pistol. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them. I actually think that Ashley and Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust. Vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition? You're sorely mistaken. Ma'am, you're a loyal friend. But Bimgis is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth, brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Oh! Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Oh my. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. Two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Bimgus. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No! Don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed, and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It's been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. The funniest shit in the world would be if the student just comes back to life. For no reason either. I wanted to see him come back to life for absolutely no reason. Just to be ignored again. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today? Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Bimgus? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I'd be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. There's even a star on my hair. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
The spork monster is here to fight a hero.
Never fucking mind, you guys got this. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level?
Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. See?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Yes! Woo! Final Fantasy, baby! Woo! This is what we wanted! We're fucking gaming now. We're gonna attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love, baby. Cook with love does 1 damage. Fuck! It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love does 1 damage. Huge, huge. Spork Monster won't forget this. Sport Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Sport Monster forces their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? We defend. Decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation! You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening, this is not happening." Sport Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Sport Monster uses Utilitensel. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Decide to go on the attack. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Jesus Christ. Pop Pie Power Pinch! Pop Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. I've learned from Colonel Sanders. We must spare this wretched beast. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul, who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast. Don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this. And I certainly won't be back, like you said. The spork monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It's crack. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. Must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you would have made it could have made it without him. What a guy. Also, how did he get in? Did I leave the fucking door unlocked? Meh. Sure, it's fun. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you were tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Incredible. You awake on day 2, and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories? Or premonitions? Then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? Probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clink. Like him? Like? The fucking robot. I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We gotta talk after class. And he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Wait, what? He was his own convertible? Like, what? Huh? You're telling me that Colonel Sanders is a transformer? What the fuck? This man is everything. Holy shit. The KFC lore goes crazy. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Okay. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. Secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me about all his passion for spices. Secret spices. The secret ingredient is love, definitely. Love, passion, dedication. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said that it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Oh, please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. Oh my god, she just brought home... Oh gosh, she brought home opium. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking. So we stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient. So I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. It's a different kind of cooking. Yeah, they were cooking meth. She met Walter White. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? No. I have to keep this secret. Listen, we all love you, but I have to keep this secret. These are the 11 herbs and spices we're talking about here. This does not get out. Quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt! I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Son of a bitch. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. So what's this Uma's name? You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Hey, I'm speaking like Bella. Or myself half of the time. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Bimgus just gets really nervous around people that they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. You enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop acting immature. Okay, listen you two, shut the fuck up. Let me through. His face. Yeah, he's breaking a massive sweat. 11 herbs and spices worth of sweat. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Look, culinary school's to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? No, but I know an Emperor of Idiots. I mean, he might be an Emperor of Cooking. Not entirely sure. I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ain't you. Wait, that's not how it goes. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes finesse. They use the 11 bodily fluids. You know what? I don't want to know what the 11 bodily fluids are. I'm sure they're good. I'm sure they're cool. I'm sure... And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. Finally get a look at what it was they were hiding and you instantly recognize it. It's a book! Just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Or playing. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Wah wah. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Why is he hitting a JoJo pose? Oh shit, this dude's about to kill him. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders! These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over for me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. Colonel Sanders is done with their shit, yeah. I got chicken to cook. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town. My tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. Want to pay attention to the lesson? You truly do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders. And you miss most of the most important parts. You look at his perfect jawline, his sharp chin. Everything about him is perfect. Just like the 11 herbs and spices he uses in his chicken. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Bimgus? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, a shimmering pepper, or a dog biscuit? I mean, the dog biscuit has biscuit in the name. The shimmering pepper could be anything, but a glass of water sounds very good. You know what? Sure, we'll eat a dog biscuit, why not? Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles, an example of his own culinary talents, perhaps. You reach out for it when Sprinkles jumps and bites onto your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Is this the end? You fade into darkness, but something is there. Did I fucking die? Did he kill me? A spork monster? Borko, what are you doing here? It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend. Wherever you are. Which item do you want to sample? We'll go with the pepper this time. Brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Oh my fucking god. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. Feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend... This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. Fulfill the prophecy. You must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared
via a timed competitive cook-off.
Why is she holding the cleaver up to his nuts? Well, he's about to get chopped. Rest in peace, dude. I'm sorry. Level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Let's step up and tell him that you're on, baby. Bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down, so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool, fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Bimgus. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in, Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Good lord. Woo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope it's a message that lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my time to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him here again. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. The timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Always boil. Shit. Ah! What were you thinking, Bimgus? Get your head in the game, stupid bitch! Going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know how Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. Okay. How many herbs and spices? 11. That's right. You may not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley's simply stronger and faster than you. Better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness. Where does it come from? A small town where big dreams are born. That's right. This is your shot, and you're not gonna miss it. Try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Fucking sizzling. Fuck! Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. There's Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Bimgus. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls? Oh, fuck. Shit. What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. Gondola. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Oh god. You're really struggling to keep up. The next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. Zzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in the kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Bimgus does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove in your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Bimgus, no! But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. Can't be, I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Bimgis's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Bimgis to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within.
Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquet on top a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly.
Jelly? Galay? What? Colonel Sanders seemed intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you.
As he places the sauce-covered finger onto his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel for yourself between Colonel. I'll internalize the rage. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Which would be true. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. You think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think, actually. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed in as an obstetrician? Obstetrician? What? I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Those could be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie, my well-kept beard, and assume that I got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. Made fried chicken thighs with rice. Sweet! Colonel Sanders will be proud of you. Did you use 11 herbs and spices? I resolved then that I was gonna amount to something someday. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. Something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world. Make up for my past misdeeds.
Yay.
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster! Porco? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't come back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore. But I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like always having to look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day some mean kids with the magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you shouldn't be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Bimgis, together I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. It sounds like you're about to find out. We get water real quick, then we'll continue. Alright, I'm back. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Why do you still have a goatee when you're a kid? That is crazy. Alright. Every day can be such an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you ever been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. Not sure I've nailed it yet, but close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him? Keep it a secret. Just for you. No. I need the Colonel's input. I must share this with him. He has to know. Decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Is it coleslaw? Before you talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. Reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you... Yeah! I fucking knew it! Why am I getting so hyped over coleslaw? Why did I get so hyped over coleslaw? What the fuck is this game doing to me? I got so hyped up over coleslaw. That is insane. Jesus. It's working. Oh, God. The coleslaw hype has reached new peaks. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. You want to know the sad truth, too? I don't really like coleslaw. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not actually a fan of coleslaw. Like, it's fine. I'll eat it, but I really don't like it. Or at least I won't choose it. It's not something I'll choose. I'd rather have anything else, but... Say someone were to make like homemade coleslaw or something, I'll eat it. I'm not about to spit it out and throw a fit or anything. It's just I'm not a big fan of coleslaw. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later. Think back on this moment. Could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a minute. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Is that a whiskey glass? Oh, it's a scented candle. Scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Does it smell like fried chicken? Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? Good reference. No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Take a closer look at the large urn sitting on the nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty. But when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers, business failures." How old are you? lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. On further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. Think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you, 69! As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared does that say sashimi style? Gaze out the window across the vast lake and the mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading on and out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window to a crack, and the ghost of student is swept out with the breeze. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. You pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped onto the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." I don't like taxidermy. I find it, it's unsettling, but I also just kind of find it disrespectful a little bit. There's a lot of people that really like it. I just wouldn't ever do it at all. I could never bring myself to taxidermy like a pet or anything. I don't agree with that. I just really do not like that. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. The goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick he seems to be waving like a rattle. Frames a baby picture of just themselves. Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Nothing else over here? No. You open the door to the Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. Take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. Give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. Try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket.
Aww.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Aw, crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. Now it's time to make a big move. No, you don't want to ruin the moment. Come on, this man just barely came back from the kitchen. We're gonna fess up and tell him the truth. You confess. Never mind the vampire cosplay, Colonel Sanders cosplay? Okay. I could pull off a Colonel Sanders cosplay. I'd just have to grow out I'd have to grow out the little chin fuzz he's got going on. Do I have the forearms for this one? Kind of. Almost. I don't have them as defined as his. could do it. Vampire Sanders cosplay, yeah. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Bimgus? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. Talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Such love, I know. A man can only dream of such love. And fried chicken. Such romance, yeah. Such herbs and spices. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Ketamine. In some jurisdictions, ketamine isn't even legal. Oh my god, this is perfect. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. He has a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. Oh my fucking god. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I've seen so few things as beautiful as this. My eyes and my mouth are watering. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we are the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine, your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I'll flatter him. He deserves it. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out that you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but... You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some time, or some one-on-one time, together. And getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends. But things quickly spiraled out of control. Literally. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with the talking pressure cooker? Now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story, however. Modeling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection? Wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? Sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size, which would be nobody? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school? There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. Who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Bimgus. Suggest not pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrived just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Bimgus, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail. Winning is so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. It's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Bimgus. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you can tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine foods. See you inside, Bimgus. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through pages. Whoa! That's that book! It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? Oh no. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you. A pretty good excuse to try it out. Why? No. The one thing you always want to hold on to is your memories. It doesn't matter if there's been bad ones in between. It's those good memories that you want to cherish forever. Never let go of those. Never. Take your friend's advice. Put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for students to arrive, next to the portrait of Peyton Manning. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Or reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. I feel like he'd probably beat my ass if I gave him old homework. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you to never come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your face, show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Bimgus, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills out over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I don't even want to know what they're doing back there. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off to your cool friends, Jeff and Joan. J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain, or off a cliff for all I care. Link begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panel, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rows out of the room to be alone with this shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam. You okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. So, not mad? How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. It's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will. A test of courage. A test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed Man-Man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Bimgus's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Bimgus, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. Pot pie has begun to bake. The smell is slowly filling the space around you. You know, I've never actually had the pot pies from KFC. I used to love pot pies, but I stopped eating them because I just got kind of burnt out on them. But I loved them, and I know KFC has them, and I just never once got a KFC pot pie. I'm sure it's good. I don't doubt at all that it's pretty good, but I feel like there's just better options to get at KFC, genuinely. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. Usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry. The last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. But that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. It's time to fess up. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. My nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell it was made with the heaping help of TLC. And I don't mean tables, ladders, and chairs. But it'll probably stop burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. Damn. That actually looks pretty damn good. Alright, who wants pot pie? Look at how fluffy they make it look. Oh! The PSYOP is working. The KFC propaganda is working. Now I want a pot pie. Ah, no! Alright, we're all going to KFC after this.
It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking. I could eat this all day.
There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe registered fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster! Baster Blaster? Ah, whatever. Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. I'm gonna kill someone again. Let's rock and roid. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as it was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No, I will not become an evil resident. I will do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Bimgis. Miriam notices too.
Aww.
And I've always believed in you, Bimgis, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, sure, cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve the Spork Monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Yeah, you guessed it. Sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I'd fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up...
He toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. You like Steve? Yeah, we love Steve. What's up, Alex?
Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep within yourself. You think of the Pepsi Wild Cherry from KFC! I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Bimgus, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Shut the fuck up! The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off of the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time. Which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Mimgus. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today. I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese. Time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass the individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! The time expired just the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop. Clank. From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Man, who the fuck is launching fireworks? Valentine's Day fireworks outside? That's crazy. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop, hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
Thought a wedgie was a salad.
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank at UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? Wait to hear a signature word beep or other automatopoeia. There's none. Somehow he must have gotten. What the fuck? Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. Cool. I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow. 3 whole long days. But after days of hard work, time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup.
Sweet! Huge!
Wait, that looks baller. I didn't know. Okay, she said she made tiny food. I didn't think it was this tiny. Hi, Plummy. Thomas Poggy. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto Maki? I spy afloat this itsy bitsy bowl. Either her hands are huge or that food is tiny. Yeah, her specialty is making tiny food. That's her thing. She makes very tiny food.
Yes, chef.
Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. Less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, Bimgus, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. That is toxic. It looks like if I were to eat that, I'd actually puff up and die. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. Bit much is my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in. Tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps pulling my tongue. Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? Don't tell this from I say. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swelling tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student. Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue, and connected by sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food? At a cooking school.
Got toast in your ears or something, Bimgus? I told you it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it. Did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to a college of eating school for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it, if you absolutely insisted. But don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you!
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best. But this time without being shackled by trying to be a fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you heard of me either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. Oh my god, it's a famous bowl. Oh my god, it's the Oh! Oh! I swear, this game was made to just advertise the mac and cheese famous bowl. This is huge. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything I can in this kitchen, give me this. This thing. Completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I had never tasted something so delicious and perfectly balanced. So delicious, in fact, that everyone passes in the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass! Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Oh, oh, oh. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at the graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh! Amusing. Now that everyone is together, it's the sport monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the sport monster is no more. From here out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking. You know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Could command such an entrance. It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do. For the school's dean. Oh. Now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Oh, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This is time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. Pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. The portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Wow, he's not wearing an outfit for once. What? This man's just wearing a shirt and pants? Impossible. That is crazy. He's about to boogie down. Howdy, classmates. It's like the first day you met him. He's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Damn. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Bimkiss, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, why don't you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. Spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Impious. How sweet. We'll work together, play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together?
Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who'll help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Do you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The love of an entrepreneur? I suppose I couldn't roll out of pastry school. Oh, my dear Bimgis, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. Yeah. Amazing. Cinema, even. I like how much effort they put into just a silly little dating simulator. They did put a pretty good amount of effort into this, which was surprising to me. I don't know what game could have been better for Valentine's Day, truly. I'm assuming there was multiple endings, maybe. I'm not sure, though. I'm assuming that's just what I'm guessing. Love the Valentine's raccoon, yes, yes. It was very much... it was very much a psyop to get us to eat KFC. Which I haven't had in a hot minute. I've not had KFC in a really long time. And damn if a biscuit doesn't sound good right about now. But it was good. They put a really good amount of effort into it. It was very, very obviously an advertisement, but it was good. And it was a perfect little Valentine's Day gift for everybody. I liked it. We didn't get to kiss Colonel Sanders, though. Day ruined. Night ruined. Horrible Valentine's Day. No chicken kiss. But I liked it. All 11 herbs and spices of it. It was good. Silly, but good. Alright. Let me real quick. Let's wrap this up. Take a look at some stuff real quick. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on, because I do have some stuff to do. Let me go grab water, and then I'll make a decision. Okay. So I do have another game ready to go, but I don't want to. Part of me doesn't want to start it and not be able to finish it. I don't think it's that long though. I'm pretty sure it's only like 20 minutes, 30 minutes long. But it's also a matter of I don't want to have to be gone in like 15 minutes. You know what I mean? What do we think? Start it, and even if I don't finish it, we just get as far as we can. Yeah, because I think it's only like half hour, which I don't think I'm gonna have to go that soon, but we'll see. All right. A. Yes, very good. A. Where the hell is my chat? There we go. Chat is being very silly. Chat's been being stupid all day. Here's to hoping this game isn't too loud.
Akabaka.
I think it should be fine. Eldritch gods, cosmic horrors, things beyond our understanding. To merely gaze upon their form is to abandon all hope. The only thing protecting all of reality from the final coalescence of insanity and terror. Sorry, I'm double checking the volume. Is the fact that the deep ones wait dreaming? Their awakening under aligned stars heralds the end? Today, stars are aligned. Damn it, come on already. Same day shipping my ass. I only have a half hour tops until the stars move out of position. A year ago, I saw the face of an eldritch being in my dreams. It whispers its name to me. Nanetta. Ever since, I've been obsessed with trying to see it again. I got really wrapped up in the occult. Dumped paycheck after paycheck on trinkets and spellbooks to no avail. Is this an accidental hentai? No, 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 it's they wouldn't allow it on Twitch. They would not allow it on Twitch. It would not have a Twitch category if it was. They would. No, they wouldn't. They allow it now. No. You want to know why too? Because it would have automatically would have flagged it as mature content. So no, it's not. You fool! You buffoon! Hold on, I'm checking my audio again because my audio is really screwy today. Sure, like cheese it. Shut up. There's something I have to do once I see it again. Was that the door? Thank goodness. I spent way too much money on getting this for me to miss my chance. The amount of money I've lost to scammers claiming to have the real deal is a little embarrassing, but as of today, I'll have a genuine Necronomicon, an ancient spellbook containing the dark rituals needed to contact the Elder Gods. Finally, I'll... Huh? The hell is this? Why is it pink? Isn't this supposed to be, like, brown? And bigger? It's supposed to be an ancient book or something, but this looks like it just came from an office supply store. No, please don't tell me. I got scammed again. How much money I spent this time, I thought there'd be no chance it'd be fake. Great. No way I'm getting my money back either. Scammer is probably long gone too. Damn it. I need a new hobby. Seriously. What a strange scam though. I think they'd at least try to go for an authentic look. Plummy, you scared everyone off. Look at what you've done. You're not getting any chocolate coffee beans anymore. They really think nobody would notice that their Book of the Dead is Malibu pink? Wait. Is this symbol on the front boss? Is this thing made of real leather? The pages look gilded in gold, too. And this weight. Why'd they make a knockoff out of such high quality materials? Is that a threat, Pro? It is. You're not getting your your chocolate coffee beans anymore. That is a threat. Uh-huh. That's exactly what this is. I'm not buying you your chocolate coffee beans anymore. That is exactly a threat. You're out of luck. You can make it up. You can make it up. If you're good, I'll get you some. If you're good. Maybe I'll take a look inside. Oh. Fuck. Oh. What the? Oh, okay. Wasn't actually expecting to play this. Hold on. You're always very good. That's lies. Those are lies. Don't trust her. Don't trust her. She's lying. I'm not evil. Yes, you are. Okay. Ensure all possible light has been snuffed from the room. In your room, this means draw your curtains, turn off the bedside lamp, turn off the overhead lights. So let's close these. Okay, I have to. Okay, at this point, quick. Okay, turn that off. Turn that off. All right. Those are marked off. Oh. I never leave the lights off. Her name, her name, her name. Do not cover your ears, you will need them. Nothing is just your imagination. Okay. In the dark, light red fire candles. For your protection, the dark is dangerous. Find and put on your ritual necklace. When all is complete, chant Denetaf Arti Negep Kandichtu Nilge Ri. Okay. Light the red on my necklace and chant. God, it actually worked. She's here. Beacon of madness is towering over me. An omnipotent and chaotic avatar of world-ending calamity. Even with the year of preparation for this moment, I'm frozen with fear.
For what purpose have you awoken me and brought about the end of reality?
I'm sorry. Can't talk. Can't even breathe. Blinding dread. Choking terror. My very sanity is teetering on the precipice. Looking down. No. I finally got this far. I finally have my chance. I can't perish now. The Dark One, I ask that you grant me my wish.
You wish to be the first human to be destroyed, yes? So that you are spared from the cataclysm I shall wreak upon all life?
No. Hold on, let me raise the volume even more. This game is very quiet. There we go. No. I want to smooch you.
Eh? What?
I want to smooch.
Don't say it again, creep! And how are you looking directly at me without being driven mad?
Because I want to smooch you. I'm mad with love. Woo! Yeah! This is what we're here for!
Send me back.
No. Huh? But you just got here. What about destroying reality as I know it?
I'll do it next time. Maybe when the stars realign in 1,000 years or so.
But I'll be long dead by then.
Exactly.
Hey, I went through all the trouble of finding this damn book. The least you could do is...
Where'd you get that book?
Huh? What, this? I bought it online. I know. Funny looking Necronomicon, right?
It's not a Necronomicon.
It's... not?
What Necronomicon is bright pink, silly?
Good point. God, she's cute. But what's with the sudden personality change? Well, if it's not a Necronomicon, what is it?
It's a survival guide.
Oh. For what?
For dating me.
What? Really? This thing?
Mm-hmm. It's full of rituals that I like. Offerings, spells, and how to protect your sanity while performing them.
I struck gold. I would have paid double for this. Wait, what'd you just say? Protect my sanity?
I am a cosmic entity beyond comprehension, so no amount of contact with me is safe for a human. Your mind could snap like a reed at any moment, actually.
Fair point. Fair point. Hmm.
Oh, don't make that face. I can make it worth your while, if you understand what I'm getting at.
Ho ho! You'll let me smooch you?
If you can make it to the end, darling.
Sweet.
But if you chicken out or go insane, I'll end reality right then and there.
That's a risk I'm willing to take, ma'am. Will you spare the world if I win that kiss?
No,
Oh, well,
you knew what you were getting into when you woke me up, right, darling?
has there been a tall godmommy yet who's possibly manipulative? Yes. Looks like my only two options are die or die without getting a kiss. Well, if the world is going to end either way, deal.
Excellent! Let's begin the date then. Why don't you start with the Invoke the Depths ritual?
Alright. Hi.
What's with the worried look, darling?
Nothing, I'm just admiring your beauty. I shouldn't be doing these spells alone. The book says so.
But you aren't alone. I am here.
You know what I mean. These rituals look really bad for my long-term health.
Long-term health? The world ends when this date does. What does it matter if your mind is unraveling? Nobody is in this world for the long haul anymore.
These rituals look bad for my short-term health, too.
Well, you better finish them quickly then.
Alright, fair enough. Okay, what's next? Oh wow, I can actually read them all now. Alright. Invoke the depths. Do not perform this ritual alone. Snuff all light from the room, turn on your sink or shower to make the sound of moving water. When all is complete, chant. Do not look out your window from now on. Got it. Okay, snuff all light, turn on sink or shower. Got it. Nope. Okay. Snuff all light, turn on sink or shower when all is complete. Okay. Nafulfatagen. Uigol otrile ingeyakmul.
Home sweet home.
Are we? What did I just do?
You brought the outer depths to us. Didn't you read the spell's name? Our connection is stronger now. The closer you get to where my true form lies dreaming, the stronger my influence on you in this world.
Alright. Will I be okay?
Just focus on following the book perfectly.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, metamorphosis. Okay, so I already did both of these, yeah. If you see or hear something strange, it is not your imagination. Be ready. Proceed in total darkness. No lights, no candles. This is like Pedro. Did you read the spell's name? My sister in Cthulhu. The spell is written in millennium-old language only known to gods. Ensure his image appears in no way in poster or tapestry. Wear a ceremonial robe and ritual necklace. Okay. I have the necklace on. I don't... Do I have a robe? Wear a mask or headpiece. Got it. Have a ceremonial knife. Got it. Always remember the second step on the previous page. This is the point of no return, pros. Pros. Good job. In poster or tapestry. Oh, there's a turtle. Yeah, I think we're fine.
You know, I didn't expect you to last this long in the same room as me.
Yeah, I'm just built different. I spent a lot of time preparing to smooch ya. It'd be a waste if I lost my grip on reality and tripped at the finish line.
Or maybe you're only holding it together because you've already gone insane.
That too.
What if I'm just what your mind wants to see? Things don't look like they did before I got here, do they?
Oh, they pretty much do. Yeah, things look better now that you're here.
It's so smooth.
Ka-chow. Alright, I think we're good to go. Hopkin. Thunk. Iazbuth. Nakor.
Hello, handsome.
Oh, I'm a tentacle man now. She can break my mind all she wants. True.
And I thought you were cute for a human before. Now you're totally my type.
Something's not right. Oh, well, that's a fucked up face, but we're fine. Alright, prepare offering. Nope.
Darling, what are you looking at?
Nothing?
Nothing, huh?
What?
You were looking at nothing?
I didn't fucking mean anything, I'm sorry.
Is that the truth? Did I scare you, darling? Good. I know what page you were on. And if I see you trying to cast that spell about nothing, you won't get past the second word.
My bad. It was just the next page. Illuminate the room to your comfort. Collect necessary ingredients from cold storage. Ensure this symbol is present nearby. Cold storage. Oh. What did I get? Something. I got milk and cream, I think. Okay, I don't know where that symbol would be. No, not that. Oh. What's the symbol? It's like a star. There we go. Idigo Gaia Megapog
That already smells delicious, darling.
Smells? It's just fucking.
All it needs is a little something and it'll be perfect.
Okay.
I'm going to take a short walk outside while you finish. See you in a few, love.
Alright. Reach into oblivion. Wear a ceremonial robe and have a ritual knife in your possession. Have another life form on your person. Okay. Turtle. What was the symbol? Oh, okay, it's an eyeball. There we go. Alright. Okay. Go Gaia Megapog Ingsteg Yamegona. Object survive. Objective survive. What? Name her. Once you start this ritual, complete all 3 pages complete, you will be vulnerable until you finish it. Do not, oh fuck. Do not open any blinds, windows, or doors. Do not turn on any lights, snuff any existing lights, or you will attract their attention. Ensure this present. What was it? Like a weird spiral. Any existing lights? Well, I can't snuff that light. That light's the only one I can do. Okay. Mig hero fuck. Ah, shit. Mig hero estel bensa mebikak bogoka. Okay. Just coming, ensure this present is nearby. Okay. Okay. Bunyapo Mego for her Mega Drive log. Oh god. Oh shit. Ensure this. Okay. It's like a downward. There we go. No, wrong one. There we go. Hero Stel Ben saw Mega Pog Goku. Shit. Is that not the right fucking symbol? Oh, I'm so fucked. What? Am I being lied to? Oh, repeat. Oh, repeat it until you're safe. Oh. Yeah, it said repeat it. Yeah, you're right. I didn't read it.
All it needs.
It's the one thing I didn't read is repeat it. Okay. Yeah, where's reaching to oblivion? I'm stupid. I didn't read repeat it. Reach into oblivion. I still got to make sure all of this is good. Okay. It's the one where I, yep. Okay. Symbol eyeball. Eyeball. Alright. Okay. It's the weird windy one. I'll just call it that. Okay. Oh, it's breaking in. Okay. Okay. Cross. There we go. Alright. Come on, where is it? There it is. Okay.
Darling, what's wrong?
There we go.
You're pale as a sheet.
As a sheet? No, my sheets aren't pale. They're like pink.
I can tell by the look on your face. You caught a glimpse of the real world now that I'm waking up. Guess you aren't as sane as you thought, huh, darling?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, sweetie, don't worry about reality. It doesn't have anything to do with you anymore. If you like, I can move you to the front of the line and end you painlessly. As thanks for waking me up. You wouldn't hear their screams anymore.
No. I'm here for a
Prefer to be
smooch.
saved for last. Have the whole doomed world all for yourself for a while. Though the things you'd see if you lingered, being destroyed first or last. Which would you prefer, my darling?
Dark communion. Alright. We're getting married. Do not attempt this ritual without performing. Yep, I already did. Let the room be well lit. Wear new robes or necklaces. Have the offering. No robes or necklaces. Okay. Let's get naked. Okay. Let the room be well lit. That it is. It said don't look out the window, so I won't. Go. Pretty sure I have the offering. I'm pretty sure one of these is the offering. What? Hello. Alright. Naful Fatagen Eagle Otrilje Inga Yogfamu.
Delicious. Just perfect. I wish you could make offerings like this forever.
Sweet.
Well, my devoted darling.
Hello.
There is only one last spell to perform.
The kiss spell?
Pledging yourself to me.
Oh, that's easy. I already did that.
Take heart. Your pledge of devotion will be the last act of humanity for all time.
Alright.
The final words ever spoken by humankind will come from your very mouth and echo into
She basically the
oblivion.
overlord of reality itself. Why can't she just make you immortal? Because she's lame like that.
The privilege is yours alone. I may be inexperienced with human emotions, but even I know that saying goodbye to your world can be painful. Take all the time you need to make peace with the end. I'm going to take a short nap before I wake up for good. Did you hit the lights for me, darling?
Alright. Look at how peacefully she is. Alright.
Thank you, my love.
Have ritual knife on your person. Chant 5 times. Alright. Benetov art e megepka dish to ilri. Ow. Stab myself for another time. Ow. This hurts very badly. I'm going to be honest with you. Ow. Please stop hurting me. This hurts. Ow. This isn't very cool, ma'am. I'm gonna be real with you. Ow.
The last ritual.
Worth it.
You did wonderfully.
Thank you.
I'm afraid it's time for the dream and our date to end.
Wait, what about my smooch?
That look on your face. Darling, I had a wonderful date
Wait,
with
what the,
you.
what the fuck? Where's
and
my
that's
smooch?
because of you. So why destroy me and all of reality? Why not just stay here with me? That's what you're thinking, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my sweet, mortal darling. I'm not doing this out of malice.
Yes, you are. You're not
You've
smooching me.
had
Come
good
on.
times before,
I
right?
fought for a smooch. You're gonna give me that smooch.
Well, when you woke up, you destroyed those dream worlds and everything in them. Did you wake up because you hated those dreams?
No.
No. It just couldn't be helped that you'd wake up eventually. I love humans, and I'll miss you sorely. Please let your last thoughts be about that.
What?
Don't think I forgot about my promise to you.
Hey, you better keep it.
Pucker up, my darling.
Oh, sweet.
You've earned it.
We're so back. We're so fucking back. Huge. Yeah. Woo. Sweet. So fucking massive, man. We're so fucking back. Now we get to look at this in awe. Wow. Look at how passionately she's kissing us. Well, you officially kissed.
Thanks for playing.
So is this a win? Yeah, it's a win. For a second ending, you go for the good ending. Yeah, I was reading up the endings. So hold on. Okay, I was reading up real quick what the endings are. So there's 4 endings. I got 2 of them. Let me go for the other 2. All right. Okay. It's knocking at my door. There's 4. Yeah, there's 4 endings. I got 2 of them. Draw your curtains. The good and bad before. Yeah. So I got the awakened and I got the bad. Now I can go for the good ending. Turn these off. Bedside lamp. Red fire. Ritual necklace. Chant.
Mortal.
Yeah. Shoo. Okay. Snuff out all the light from your room. Turn on sink or shower. Got it. Do I have a shower? I have a shower, do I? No, I don't. Okay, when all is complete, and I need anything else? No. Alright.
Sweet home.
Okay. Proceed into the blackness, no lights, no candles. Okay, remove the tapestry. Look for facing Eldritch Goblin in the shower, take a shot. Yeah, that's when she'd finally do it. Okay, then I needed the dagger, correct. Yep, knife, feet, got it. Okay, all you remember. Complete. Whatever. Aye.
Hello, handsome.
Alright, prepare offering. Eliminate the room. What was it? Okay. It's the star.
That already.
Am I safe? Oh, she must be in the room. Okay. Got it. A ritual knife, robe, eyeball. Okay. Got it. Snuff existing lights. Got it. Okay. Wind symbol. Okay. We're fine. Okay. Cross with the circle. Alright. Cross with the spinny things. There we go. Oh, get a hold of it. There we go.
What's wrong?
Yeesh.
Your hip.
I thought it was going to punish you for doing it too fast. It doesn't really. Okay. No robes or necklace. Offering, room well lit. Okay. Da-da-dee, da-da-da, da-da-da.
Delicious.
She got robes right there. Okay. Oh, son of a bitch. Did it work? Face and hands are back to normal. Oh, I block out the light. Did I really do it?
Darling.
No! She's just a fucking squid!
Why did you break our connection? I'm cut off from the rest of me. How could you? Why did you break my heart?
I did what I had to do. Sorry, darling. World's not ending today. I think we should see other people.
But why? Was I not good enough? Did you have a bad time on our date?
Yes.
Is there another woman?
Yeah. No, none of that. It was pretty much just that you were going to end all of reality.
And
Nope. That's it. That's the deal breaker.
what? But you woke me up in the first place.
I know, I just wanted to kiss. Come on. You both know I got more than I bargained for.
Oh, darling. You realize I still have control here, right?
And why are you a squid?
If you want to smooch my real form, you have no choice but to do the spells over.
A squid is fine too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're a freak! Come here. Yeah! Yippee! All true endings. Sweet! The fourth one isn't much of an ending, it's more of like a joke. It's more of just a little joke, so we won't go to it. So it's the true endings have been achieved. Sweet! Lovely.
Thanks for playing.
That's amazing. Alright. That was amazing. The volume for that game is extremely quiet. Like, it is incredibly quiet. That's probably the only thing I had about it was that it was very quiet. Next up is Honey Poppy. Yeah, next up is Honey Poppy at 100%.